Hello, and welcome back to another Sunday Setup for Success, my weekly podcast where I try to set you up for a successful week ahead. My name is Felix Becker, and I am the Broke Surgeon, success coach, and founder of SuccessBack. So this week, what I wanted to talk about was, what if you never discover your true purpose? What if you never discover your true purpose in life? So I've been talking about purpose a lot before, and I think finding purpose in your life is incredibly important. I think it really helps you with your life decisions. It makes life so much easier, so much more meaningful, so much more fulfilled if you know what your purpose is. But not everybody discovers their true purpose in life. It takes time. It takes a lot of introspection. It takes a lot of self-work. It takes a lot of energy. Sometimes our lives get cut short. Just today, I was listening to a podcast, and the host was talking about a dear friend of hers who had recently died. Life cut short unexpectedly. And that person clearly didn't have as much time in this world as they had planned. So it is certainly possible that you might never discover your true purpose. So then what happens? So first thing I want to say is I just put together a new microdose. I call them microdoses. These are short courses that I'm going to put together in the coming months that are going to be on the website. They're short courses that are really designed for you to do in an afternoon, let's say, and really hit specific targets of meaning in your life. So the first one I just put out is on purpose, how to discover purpose in your life. Really, it's the content that I've taken from the Phoenix program, which is the program I put together to fight burnout. The Phoenix program is still available on the website as well, so if you are interested in that, please check that out. Now, the other thing I want to mention, I've been a little quiet on social media lately because I've been really busy on putting together a new coaching package for medical career coaching. That's for physicians, for residents and fellows, even medical students and pre-medical students, as well as nurses and any other healthcare professional, really, on how to find more meaning in your life. So that's still in the works, but I am looking for some clients. I have about 5 spots available right now for anybody who's interested in that. Please check out the website. I do have all the information up there. There's still a few things I want to tweak on it before I go full force with it, but that's really the reason I've been so quiet on social media lately is I've just been putting so much energy and focus into putting together this new medical career coaching package. So if that's something that's interesting to you, check out the website. It's up there. Connect with me on the socials for more information when that comes more readily available. And if you're interested in becoming one of the first clients in that program, please go to the website and sign up, or shoot me a message, connect with me, and we can talk about what the program could mean to you to find more meaning and fulfillment in your own medical career. And like I said, there's also that microdose series now on purpose. It's a very quick program. Like I said, it's the videos that I've taken from the Phoenix program on purpose, and I've packaged them together into what's called a microdose that's in the store on the website. So if you're looking for purpose, that's a great way to start. And the videos will take you probably about an afternoon to watch. The exercises will take you a whole lot longer. So what if you never discover your true purpose, though? So I think there's 2 ways that people react to that. There's one group of people that will keep looking for purpose until the moment they die. They're so stubborn, they're so determined, they're so driven that they will never stop looking. And that's great, right? There's some energy in that. There's another group of people, though, that may look for purpose for some certain amount of time. And when they realize that maybe it's taking longer than they expected, or it's harder than they thought, or maybe they simply set a goal timeline for finding purpose, and if they didn't find their purpose within that time frame, they just simply move on with their lives. And I think there's something to be said about that second group of people. Because if you are searching for an answer for your entire life, right? If you keep looking and looking and digging and digging and trying to find that answer for yourself, well, that's a breeding ground for anxiety and depression and burnout, right? And you get so focused on trying to find your purpose that you miss out on the beauty of life that's all around you. So that other group of people, though, They do look for purpose, right? And they look hard for a certain amount of time. And when they realize that the answer, like I said, maybe takes longer to find, or it's harder, or it's just maybe not the right time in their lives to discover their purpose, they simply move on with their lives. And like I said, I think there's something to be said about that approach. It is freeing, right? You're not hung up on just one thing. You're able to move on with your life, to put your energy and focus into other areas of your life. And I think the other important component to that is thinking about, and when we talk about goals, right? What are goals? One of the components when we talk about SMART goals, right? The SMART acronym for finding goals, the T stands for time driven, right? You want to set a timeline for your goals. If you don't set a specific deadline for when you achieve or want to achieve a certain goal, is it really a goal, right? It's really just a wish or a dream at that point. If you really have a goal in mind, you put a timeline to it. You put a deadline to it. You say, within this amount of time, I will do X, Y, Z. And I think the same thing can be said about finding purpose. So if you're setting out to find your purpose today, you might say, I will give myself 3 months. I will give myself 6 months. I will do all the exercises. I will read all the books. I will talk to lots of people to discover my purpose. And if I don't find the answer within this time frame, I will simply move on. I think if you look at the universe, the answer will come to you when the timing is right. And so if the timing simply isn't right, you're not going to find the answer. It doesn't matter how much you force it. And that's what I mean. I think if you don't find the answer within a given time frame, and you create that time frame, right? You can say it's 3 months, 6 months. You can give yourself a whole year, right? Whatever you desire. You set a deadline to finding your purpose. If you don't find it within that deadline, within that time frame that you set for yourself, you simply move on with your life. The answer will come to you eventually, but it might not. But you've moved on. You've let go of that anchor, right? That force that drives you to try to find that answer. Because if you get so hung up on trying to find that answer, like I said, that leads to depression and anxiety and burnout. And I don't want that for you. I've been in that position myself. There's been times when I've just banged my head against the wall trying to get something done. And it just wasn't working because I was trying to force it. Same thing with my own purpose, right? There was times in my life when I was started first going on this journey myself, I wanted things to happen much more quickly than they really could happen. I'm a surgeon. I have the patience of a surgeon, which means I want things done right now, right? I can't wait. This needs to happen right now. I mean, if you think about it, if you're in the operating room, right, and I have a patient in front of me under anesthesia, and maybe they're bleeding, I got to deal with that right now, right? I can't wait till tomorrow. Anesthesia is not a great thing to be under either for a long period of time, so I want to make sure that the exposure to anesthesia is short as possible. So I got to keep things moving. So in the operating room, my short patience is really working in the patient's favor. And that's great. But in the real world, things are happening at a much slower pace. And that's been really, really hard for me to adapt to. There's been so many times when I was really trying to force something, even with this business, right? I've been wanting to really build this business out, and it's just not happening at the speed that I've been wanting to because I'm trying to force something that just isn't possible in the time frame that I set for myself. It's the same thing with purpose. You got to give yourself time. So spread that time out. And if you find your answer within a few months, awesome, perfect, that's amazing, right? That's what I want for you. I want you to find your purpose so you can truly align your life with it. But if you don't, I want you to let go. Look up, smell the roses, right? Look at the blue sky, enjoy the sunshine. Look around you. There's so much beauty in this world. And I had this idea really when I was at the mall the other day. I was going to a variety of stores at the mall. I'm not a mall goer. I went because my daughters wanted to go and get some stuff. So when we're walking down the mall, probably about 80 or 90% of the people that were walking the mall and in and out of stores were buried in their phones. They weren't even looking up. They weren't even looking where they're going. I don't even know how they knew what they were purchasing, right? Or what stores they were going in because they were so buried in their phones, right? Scrolling reels on Instagram. whatever else they were doing. They weren't aware of the world around them. And there's so much beauty in the world around you. Right? That's one of the exercises I talked to you about in that first P, positivity, right? Savoring the moments, taking in the world around you, recognizing the beauty of the world that you live in. If you're so focused on one task, like finding purpose or really anything else, if you're so focused on one task that you can't appreciate the world around you, you're really missing out on life. And I don't want that for you. So my point here is, I want you to discover your purpose, but I want you to set it as a goal, which means there's a time component to it. There's a deadline, right? And if you don't find your purpose within that time frame, let go, move on, do something else. The answer will come to you when you least expect it. There's an old saying, I don't know who said that, but it says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And the same thing goes for purpose. When you are ready, your purpose will appear. And so you can't force that. It will come to you when you are ready. And if you're so focused on finding purpose, that's actually a restricting mindset, right? You're putting yourself into a limited mindset because all you're focusing on is purpose. You're not focusing on anything else in the world. You're missing perspective. You're missing experiences. You're missing the beauty of the world. And it is your place in this world that really defines your purpose. So you have to know where you're at in the world. So you have to expand your mind, right? That's why we have positivity as the first P in the Phoenix program. We want to put you into a positive mindset so it can be put into a growth mindset so that new ideas and thoughts can come to you. So you can be creative. That's how you discover purpose. So set a timeline to working on your purpose, to get through the exercises. Find which books you want to read, which people you want to talk to. And you do all that. And when you find the answer within that block of time, those books, those people that you conferred with, amazing. But if the answer still hasn't come to you, let go. Move on. Because I don't want you to miss out on the beauty in this life. Because you never know when this life will end for you. And I don't want you to reach the end of the road still looking. Because that leads to anxiety and depression and burnout. And that is a miserable, miserable place to be. I've been there myself, and I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anyone. So, Microdose on Purpose is up on the website. If you're still looking for purpose, go check that out. Set yourself a timeline for finding your purpose. 3 months, 6 months. Figure out 5 or 6 books you want to read, 5 or 6 people you want to talk to. And if you find your answer within that block of time, within those books, within those experiences you have with other people, fantastic. But if you don't, move on with your life. Focus on the experiences. Enjoy life. Be playful, right? Do something that excites you. Take a vacation. Go on a date with your spouse. Go to a hockey game or a soccer game or a football game. Something that you can just do for complete leisure where you can zone out and enjoy the moment. Savor those times. And in time, I promise you, the answer will come. But it will only come to you when you are ready. And you cannot force yourself to be ready for that time. All right, that's all I got for you this week. Again, check out the website. I've got the new program on medical career coaching. All the information is up on the website. There's just a few little tweaks I want to do before I go full force and prime time with it. But I am accepting new clients. So if you're interested in that, or you know someone who might be, please refer them. Happy to have a conversation with anybody on the program and what you're trying to get out of your career in medicine. The Phoenix program is still up on the website as well. So that's designed for fighting burnout for you. That's available for organization as well as an in-person training program for groups. And of course, the Microdose on Purpose, that's now up on the website. And I'm trying to put more video series like that together that are just these little things you can do in an afternoon or over a weekend to help you with your life. So work on that. Work on your purpose. Work on your life. Experience it, savor it. Enjoy the beauty that's around you. And in due time, you too will unleash your genius.